So summer is here, and if you've been around here at all, you'll know that I'm definitely a lover of granny squares. Whether you're looking for more of a yarn scrap busting project, or if you're just looking for a palette cleanser to be in between longer, bigger projects, granny squares are really perfect for that. Especially with the more hot and humid weather of summer, I find that granny square is really nice and quick and simple, easy makes. And so in this video, I'll be sharing 25 summer granny squares that are perfect to make. And I'll be separating these into 3 different categories: flowers, lace, and more graphic granny squares. And all of these patterns are typically worked in the round from the center out, except for a few of them that are worked as a basic square and then you make the applique and you sew it on. And as always, you can find all of the exact links to all of the patterns that I mentioned on my blog post, and that's linked in the description box below. And also, while you're on my website, don't forget to subscribe to my monthly newsletter where I share all the upcoming happenings, shop updates, occasional free patterns, and more. All right, so first let's get started with some summer flower granny squares. First is the Sunflower Granny Square by Creative Synchronicity. This one is beginner friendly and made with basic stitches, so it would whip up pretty quickly, and it's available for free on their blog post. Or make this Dahlia Granny Square by The Secret Yarnery. It's also beginner friendly and is made with basic stitches. I also really love the 3D raised effect that this one has. And this one's available on their YouTube channel, but they also have the paid written pattern on their website. I also like this Lavender Flower Granny Square by Costa's Crochet Shop. And this pattern is beginner friendly and is made by creating the lavender and then sewing it on as applique onto the square. And this one is a paid pattern in their Etsy shop. Another great flower is the Marigold Granny Square by Heart Hook Home. This one is beginner friendly and is made with basic stitches, as well as the popcorn stitch, which is 5 double crochet all in the same space. And this pattern creates a square that's 4 inches or 10 centimeters, and it's available for free on their blog. Here is the Zinnia Granny Square by The Secret Yarnery. This pattern is another lovely 3D square that's beginner friendly, and it's available on their YouTube channel as a video pattern, and there's also a paid pattern on their website. And this one's really helpful because it has a right-handed as well as a left-handed tutorial. I also liked this Hydrangea Granny Square by The Crafty Kitty Crochet. This one has a gorgeous 3D effect and is made with basic stitches. It's more intermediate level to make, and there's a paid pattern on the Ravelry. And this one makes a square that's 7.5 inches or 19 centimeters. Or another nice flower is the Cosmos Square by Seren's Crochet. This one is more intermediate level to create and creates quite a textured and detailed granny square. And this one's available as a paid pattern in their Etsy shop. Here's another Cosmos Granny Square by Anna Lysick. This one is also intermediate level and is made with basic stitches, as well as the front post treble crochet. And this one's a paid pattern in their Ravelry. I also loved this Water Lily pattern by Anna Lysick, and this one is a free pattern on her Ravelry. It's an intermediate level pattern as it requires basic stitches, as well as crocheting into the 3rd loop only, front post treble crochet, and treble 3 together stitches. And I thought that this square was pretty perfect to make for summer because water lilies typically bloom in the summer, and it makes a square that's about 15 centimeters or 6 inches. Or here's another water lily by Beyond Diary. It's made with basic stitches as well as the puff stitch, which is made by working 4 double crochet all into the same stitch, and then slip stitching the first double crochet to the 4th double crochet, which I thought was a pretty cool way to make it. And this one's available for free on their YouTube channel. I also really loved this gorgeous vintage lily square by Sisters in Stitch. This one is more intermediate level to make as it uses basic stitches as well as a few different special stitches, including the double crochet 2 and 3 together, front and back post stitches, working in the back loop only, the V-stitch, which is made by working a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet all in the same stitch, the puff stitch, popcorn stitch, and picot stitch. And this one's available for free on their Ravelry. Now I'll share some lacy granny squares with you. I know I personally am a fan of all things lace and just lacy granny squares in general, but especially in the summertime because they're nice and open and breathable, so they're perfect to make. First is the Lace Flower Granny Square by Gianni Art. This one's available for free on their YouTube channel, and it's more advanced beginner level as it uses basic stitches and a bit of decreasing, as well as the triple treble crochet. And this one's available for free on their YouTube channel. Here's another lace flower by Nautica Land. This pattern's available for free as a YouTube tutorial, and I really liked how detailed the lace flower is. And this one uses basic stitches as well as a little bit of increasing to make. Here's another lace flower also by Nautica Land. I really liked the open work daisy design with this one, and this one is made by crocheting that daisy and then working the square around it. And this one's also for free on their YouTube channel. Next is this Lacy Granny Square by Dezola Designs. I liked how beginner friendly this one is. It creates a gorgeous lacy motif with basic stitches and is also available for free as a tutorial on their YouTube channel. Here's another beginner friendly granny square by Mima Makes. This one is made with basic stitches and is written in US and UK terms. It's also available as a downloadable PDF pattern for free on the Ravelry. And this one has a left-handed and a right-handed video tutorial, which is really helpful. Or make the Claremont Granny Square by Meza Craft. This one's specifically made with only one solid color for the best lace effect to be able to see all the details with this motif. And you can either use fingering yarn, which makes a 3x3 inch or 8x8 centimeter square, DK yarn, which makes a 4x4 inch or 11x11 centimeter square, or you can use worsted weight yarn, which will make a 5.5 by 5.5 inch or 14x14 centimeter square. And this one's available for free on their blog post. You could also make this Lacy Granny Square by Blue Star Crochet, and this pattern makes a square that's 9 inches or 23 centimeters, and it takes basic stitches as well as the puff stitch, which are made by yarning over and pulling up 5 loops, and then yarning over and pulling through all those loops, and the V-stitch. And this pattern's available for free on their blog. Now I'll share some graphic granny squares with you. First is the Strawberry Square by Rafa Musa Designs. The square is beginner friendly, makes a square that's 4 inches or 10 centimeters, and is made with basic stitches, as well as working in the back loop only, increase, and the magic circle. It's free on their blog, and I really like the little details on the square and how they embroidered little seeds on the strawberries. I also liked this Lacy Sun Granny Square by Lucy Kate Crochet. The square is beginner friendly and creates a square that's 4.5 inches or 12 centimeters wide. This one uses basic stitches, and there's a free written pattern as well as a video tutorial on their blog. Here's a fun summer fruit grape granny square by the Hazelnut Skein. This one uses basic stitches as well as the back post double crochet, back post half double crochet, and back post single crochet. To make it, you create the plain square, then crochet those grapes and sew them on top. And this pattern is available for free on their blog, and it creates a granny square that's 6 inches or 15 centimeters. Here's another granny square by the Hazelnut Skein, also on the same blog post. It's a lovely watermelon granny square that's made by crocheting the granny square, then sewing on the watermelon as applique. And I also really like the little seed details on this watermelon one as well. Or if you love starfish, here's a really cutesy granny square by Repeat Crafter Me. This one's made by crocheting the starfish and then sewing it onto the granny square as applique. I really like the little embroidery details on this one as well, and it's beginner friendly, and it's available for free on their blog. Or make this starfish granny square by Crochet Object Knitting. This one measures 4.2 inches or 10.7 centimeters and is beginner friendly to make. And it's available as a YouTube video tutorial, or you can check out the written pattern in their Etsy shop. I also really like this fun bee granny square by T.S. Min. It's such a cute beginner-friendly pattern and is available as a paid pattern on the Lovecrafts website. Well, what did you think of my list of 25 granny squares that are perfect to make this summer? Let me know in the comments below, and also don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to join me each week for more crochet inspiration. And also, if you want to see more ideas of what to make with all those granny squares you have, you can check out this video next. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me in the next one.